Hello Aquarius, and how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 27th through to the 2nd of February. Happy birthday to all of you having your birthday during this week. This is like the new year for you, so you should have these New Year's resolutions in place for you on a spiritual, emotional side, but also on your financial side. There has been a change of energy and it bodes incredibly well for you, Aquarius. We're moving from earth and fire and we're moving towards air and water, which is exactly your sign. We're going to be going into that a little bit later on, but in the meantime, let's just bring up some the flower here so we can see what's going on for you, get some messages from the flower. It's very solid about your this week here. You should be very you should give confidence to yourself. I'll get it out there. It's feeling confident about what you're doing, where you're going, who you are, what you want out of life. It seems to be quite clear for you. It may not necessarily be clear for everybody else that is around you. There's a lot of fire going on here. And it seems to be like a bit of a tug of war going on in a way. And sometimes you may feel like you're out of sync with the people that are around you emotionally, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that's helping you to sort of recognize the people that are good for you, that you should have close to you, and the people that you shouldn't. That's the feeling I get from it. On the financial sort of side, similar sort of thing going on here. There's a lot of clarity that's coming to a plan of action that you want to be taking, and you are putting a little bit more sort of passion or getting a plan of action moving on, basically. Okay. Oh, this card just doesn't want to get picked up. What is it? It's the Two of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. I think you are very much in alignment with yourself. I think you're very comfortable with who you are, and this is where I think you should be very confident about what you're doing and how you're projecting yourself in the world that is around you. And as I say, not everybody's going to understand it. The karmic path and the synchronicities seem to be really important. There seems to be a lot going on there more than anything else. And it's tied into the past as well. It's as if like you've started a journey and it needs adjustment. So you've started a relationship, or you're opening up to a relationship, or you're in a relationship that needs slight adjustments about it all. And in the future, that's nice and warm. It's very comforting, it seems like. And how is the interaction with the world that is around you? That is very straightforward. It's like it's straight as a die, as if to sort of say, this is me, this is Aquarius. You know, if you don't like it, I guess that's just, that's a you thing. But you should be happy with yourself, okay? Oh, and you can't. Well, you get the five of cups. Yeah, I think there is a certain degree of disappointment of some sort of plan or some sort of direction you've been taking. There's a certain degree of disappointment because it may not have lived up totally to your expectations. That's a possibility of it all. And it's on your karmic path to go through that. So then you can recognize the people that are good for you and the people that are not good for you. That's basically it. In the synchronicities with the outside world, this seems to be a lot more pointed. It seems like you're going after happiness in your life. You're going after something that's making you feel exhilarated, basically. And with the Six of Wands, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is great energy for you. This is a sense of, what I'm doing is good for me. Therefore, it's creating a victory for you. Yeah, as I say, there's some things that you may feel a little bit disappointed about. But overall, as long as you stick to your inner feelings, I think there's a lot of good that's going to come out of it. And from the past, this past has been building into this victory here. It's creating that. And you've got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you've been going off on a mission in regards to the relationships that are around you. I think this disappointment comes from an idea that, you have to be careful of expectations of others. Because you can sometimes just be really disappointed. And I think that's what that disappointment is really. That maybe you put too many eggs in one basket and that basket didn't really carry the eggs, as it were, and there was a few broken eggs in it. But as I say, in the future, it's very warm, it's very pleasing, and yeah, you get the Four of Swords, healing to you, refinding your heart, I think, in the future. And this is where I think you're sorting the chaff from the wheat in regards to relationships. And it could be sort of like the way that the house is functioning with your partner. There's things that need to be sorted. There's things that your partner's never going to get their head around, maybe. And that may be the disappointment. But everyone's got our own shortfallings. So I don't think it's a danger to you at all here. I think it's more than anything else, it's giving you a lot of clarity, and in your future, or in your how you engage in this week here, I think it ties into this a little bit. But it's being very straight, very very. Yeah, look at that, Queen of Swords. It's you taking your path. I think you need to take your path. This is why I think it's tied into the Six of Wands here. I think you need to follow your pathway, follow your inner feeling, feel confident with who you are and what you're about. Once you start doing that, I think it's going to become blatantly obvious for you what needs healing and what doesn't, and what the mission that you can go off, because you are on a mission of joy, by the looks of things, to enjoy life. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial side. Karmic path is really built and quite straight. It's playing a little bit to the past, but not very much at all. It's more sort of this plan of action that's in place. You get the Moon card. I think it's a bit of a leap of faith here. Let's say you're starting a business or you're going for a job. You're not going to know whether you've got that job definitively in advance. And just because you don't know if you're definitely going to get that job doesn't mean you shouldn't apply for it. And that's the sort of feeling here. I think you should. I think there's a lot of energy coming your way to sort of like, I wouldn't say gamble, but I would say put out a punt. Sort of like applying for a job that you kind of think, maybe it's a little bit out of my remit, but it's worth a go. And you might well be so very surprised. There's certainly something coming in from the synchronicities. There's an opportunity that's coming in through the synchronicities and coincidences and networking as well. So it could be a person, or it could be a company, or it could be a contract. There's lots of things that are coming in there. Look at that. A lot of communications with the Eight of Wands as well. Really beautiful energy. I think the energy, and looking at your flower as well and knowing what's going on in the energy, seems to be really important. I think the outside world is giving you a clarity on your karmic path, the mission that you should be going on at the moment. But you do need to see the underside of it. Don't just see the results, see how it needs to be done and everything like that. You need to get the nuts and bolts in place. And it seems like here that the energies are helping you to have that clarity with your mental side, but also the emotional side of how you apply the emotions to whatever business you're doing. In your past self has got a lot of fire in it, actually, and it's almost like frustration, and that frustration has built into pushing you to go down a path to explore an avenue of life within. Yeah, look at that. Very fiery. It's moving very quickly. I think basically what's happened here is it seems like you come to a position where it's kind of going, oh, this doesn't seem to be progressing. Okay, I'm going to go this way. And all of a sudden, the paths are open for you and you can just go, boom. And it's really, all of a sudden the past is becoming very, very clear for you. And in your future self, it ties into this Two of Cups. It's getting into alignment with something that is good for you. You get the Ten of Wands. Carrying too much, that's generally what's associated with the Ten of Wands, but I'm not really getting that. I get more of a case that if you look on this Ten of Wands here, he's actually accumulated a lot going on his journey there. He's gone on that journey, and he's actually accumulated a lot of attributes. And I think it's now, in the future, it's a case of using those attributes in the future to really feather your nest. That's what it seems like. And it's getting into alignment with yourself. And maybe it's a case here of just recognizing and not to trying too hard. In the how you should integrate it with the rest of the with this week here. Move quickly. That's what I've got. Yeah, you get the Knight of Wands. This is all about moving quickly. I think this is, you need to just get on. I think you need to just sort of like realize that I'm trying to do too much. I can put these things down. You can always come back to it. But at the moment, you know, I put these down so I can concentrate on this one mission that I'm on. That's what seems to be playing through for you on the financial side. It's all within you at the moment this week here. Let's just have a look and see what's going on with the elements. So let's just bring up those elements, shall we? Let's just get rid of the cards just like that. And we'll bring up the elements here and see what's going on for you. And see how they play into your flower. As I said, you've got that air at the surface here and you've got your water at your base. It's the water bearer, that's what you are, but you're an air sign. And you connect, you know, the sky and the sea, as it were. But so we're looking for those sort of combinations. And you do have these two water and air combinations over there. You can see this fire on this side. And that's what I was talking about there, of you going on a real sort of mission of clarity within your relationship size. It seems like this cardinal fire really is sort of like, it's got the bee in your bonnet going, but you've just got to be a little bit careful of trying to do too much or have too much expectations upon the people that are around you. So I think it'd be good to sort of pull a couple of cards, see what's going on that karmic path there with that moon card, and see what's going on there with the Eight of Wands, to see how that's bringing in the chances for you. There's also this sort of connection going on here, and also on the outside here. So I think I'm going to pull a few cards on this section here of how we, I've forgotten what card it was, at the Queen of Swords at the top. How do you take this direction in order to bring healing and warmth within your relationship side? So let's just bring back your cards. There we go. Gently does it, as it were. There we go. So let's just see. We're going to start on the financial side and see what's going on there. Let's see what's going on with that moon thing. What's this? Be surprised. Looking at the things, you get the Chariot card as well. That's twice you got the Chariot card. Once you start looking at the underbelly of life, being curious about things, coming out of the dark, stepping into the light. Yeah, you get the Page of Wands as well. With the Chariot and the Page of Wands, this is all about sort of like having great understanding of going on a mission, having control and balance within your life. And that allows you to apply and learn how to put your passions into life. And that's what that fire is that comes in there, as you can well see. That mutable fire that comes in from Sagittarius. That's possibly what's coming down onto this and helping you to see things in a different way. And bringing yourself to the fore. But just don't try and carry too much. And I think that's what the Page of Wands is learning, or helping you to learn. On the Eight of Swords, you get the Temperance card, being patient as well. This is all about that Chariot card of moving quickly, but also having a control of both sides of you, both sides of life, and the work play ethic as well. And you also get the King of Pentacles. Now, this is a Taurus card, but full of abundance for you. Full of abundance. And the King of Pentacles is full of abundance through knowledge and understanding. And I think that's where it ties into this 10 of Wands. Let's just pull something on that. Yeah, there's a definite opportunity coming in from within you. You just don't want to hold on too much. Yeah, it's Eight of Swords. Let go. Let go of trying to do everything, and concentrating on one or two things is really going to help you to progress forward enormously on the financial side. Let's just have a quick look on the relationship side. What's this direction that you need to take? Two of Pentacles there with the Queen of Swords. The Two of Pentacles, realizing what works. This is what I'm saying, like recognizing the people around you that make you feel comfortable, make you feel happy and so forth, and recognizing those that don't. Ten of Cups, happiness after difficulty. When you recognize those that are around you that bring you the good stuff, you're only going to get that healing out of it, and that King of Cups as well. It's going to bode beautifully well for you. But you do have to complete this mission. You do have to follow your pathway. I still think this week here, you have to be comfortable within yourself in order to get the best out of it. And once you do feel comfortable with yourself and you follow yourself, that's when the things are going to naturally come to the surface, and it's going to be very much easier for you to just go ahead and enjoy life with the people that are good for you. It's going to stimulate a great deal of warmth within you. There you go, Aquarius. Happy birthday to you and all of that. Don't forget about the energy updates and the other videos that we have on this channel. You'll find some are buzzing around my head at the moment. I will see you soon. Thank you for all the support you give to us at the YouTube channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.